Alrighty everyone, welcome back to another MVH21 video. Today we're looking at the Darlington throwback scheme. So here we are, we're on one of the computers in my house. So yeah, we got Quinn Houff Permatex card. They're throwing it back to, I don't know what this is, but it's alright. I'll give it a 5 out of 10, maybe a 6. Nothing for Kurt Busch. We got Brad Keselowski's discount tire, throwing it back to himself. Out of all the years of the Miller Lite schemes that were so great, we have this stud. This is about another 5 out of 10 for me. Austin Dillon's, throw it back to Junior Johnson. Since it's champions, I thought it would be Dale Earnhardt, but they got me on that one. So it's not really an exciting scheme, so I'll give it another 5 out of 10. Alright, we have Busch throwing it back to themselves, but this is a cool car. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I like the bright blue. Got Ryan Newman's Oscar Mayer car. Who is this to throw back to? To his 1999 USAC championship. This seems kind of boring. I'll give it a 5. Josh Bilicki throwing it back to Tommy Baldwin Sr. Basically the team owner's dad. I like the bright yellow. That's something I like seeing with the Menards colors. I'll give this one a 6. It's not the great grid design. So this is a Tyler Reddick's scheme to Jeb Burton. Now this scheme I don't particularly love because of the yellow. Yellow really doesn't go with the red that much for me. And the white especially. I think if you make that yellow to something not as bright, I'd like this a lot more. This is another 4 out of 10 for me. Got that Chase Elliott throwing it back to Jimmy Johnson. So this is 2009 Cup Championship. I'll give this one about I'll give this one an 8. Not a huge fan of the neon yellow numbers, but yeah. Eric Almirola doing a throwback to Curtis Turner. I really like how the bowling ball is here with my mouse. The bowling pins are here. That's kind of cool. I'll give this one a 9. So they did it's not a great scheme, but they really did a great job with the bowling pins. I'm correct, it's actually Fireball Roberts. Denny Hamlin throwing it back to Cale Yarborough. Just the number font to Cale Yarborough. It's really not that much. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. This scheme's not my favorite. I'll give this... I like the blue, but the yellow just kind of seems odd to me. I'll give this one a 5. Got German Racing's throwback to Todd Bodine's championship. This is an alright scheme. I'll give it a 5 as well. Alright, this is one of the best schemes. I like the blue. I like the red. Clint Boyer throwing it back to Kyle Petty. That's incredible. I'll give this one a 9. Might be my favorite one so far. Got Brendan Poole throwing it back to the Red Rooster car. This is a good scheme. And I'll give this one a 9. It's good looking, actually. To me. Nothing for Buescher. Got Kyle Busch is throwing it back to Elliott Sadler. That's an interesting choice. It's really not much different. I'll give this one a 5 out of 10. Now this has got to be one of the worst ones so far. It's basically the same scheme as last year's, and last year's scheme wasn't that great. So why are you running it again, Bass Pro Shops and Joe Gibbs? This is what I'm gonna get a 3 out of 10. Worst throwback so far. Eric Jones. I know this should be orange instead of red, but I still like it. Looks good. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. This is boring. Right, we were at Matt Benedetto's car. This was boring. I was gonna say 6 out of 10. This is another car. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Really not that special, but I do like the star here. Got William Byron throwing it back to Jimmy. School scheme, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. This is a good scheme. I really don't like this car. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. J.J. Daly throwing it back to Kenny Irwin Jr. They did a good job on it, though. I will give them that. Nothing for LaJoy, nothing for McDowell, nothing for Priest. Come on, guys. Got another throwback to Elliott Seb. Really nothing special. Good scheme, though. I'm going to go with 5 out of this one. This one's throwing it back to Curtis Turner. Oh, accurate, but I do like what they did with the tools up here. I'll give that one a 6. It's not my favorite Spainzy. Nothing for Matt Kenseth. Got the Cash App car. My fingers go in front of it. I like the neon green. They did throw it back to the 6 with Richard Petty. That's an interesting one. That's an interesting one right there. It's something different. I'll give them that. And they're throwing it back to Richard Petty. They usually do blue, but with green, I'm gonna give this one a 9. It's not a great scheme, but it's different. Nothing for Stenhouse. Alright, this is different, and I don't like what they're doing here. I have 2 different fonts, 2 different paint schemes they're throwing it back to. It's not an ugly, I don't know if it's an ugly looking car or not. I haven't decided that yet, but this is an overhyped scheme. I'll give this one about a 4. I really don't like the gold in this car. This is going to be a 4 as well. I do like what they did with the bottle up next to 1 there. That was good. Got James Davison with this car's really not that spectacular. I'll give it let's see, a 6, because I do like the red. The red looks kind of more like maroon. Ooh, this car is good. Got the flames. This is really good. I'll give this one a 9 out of 10. Not my favorite paint scheme, but good execution. Got Ross Chastain throwing it back to Dale Earnhardt. I'm going to go, I haven't actually seen the original scheme, so I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. That just doesn't look that great. Now this is probably one of my favorites due to, this is, when you say Jimmy Johnson schemes, this is what I think of. You see my big Jimmy Johnson die cast in my stop motion races I use as a wall sometimes. That's what I think of when I think Jimmy Johnson. And hey, for the first time this season, we got truck here on the hood of Alex Bowman's car. That's an interesting sighting. Got Christopher Bell throwing it back to himself. You're a rookie, dude. You should not throw it back to yourself. You should wait really 5 years unless it's a great scheme. And this is not a great scheme. This is okay. Daniel Suarez, same thing with you. Not a great scheme. I didn't give Bell's a rating or Bowman's a rating. I'll give Bowman an 8. I'll give this a 5. I'll give this a 5.